YouTube? Damo_23 here, and welcome to episode number 60 here of Leicester Reborn. In today's episode, we firstly have got Jude Bellingham coming in for only 61 million. And if you did not watch part 2 of yesterday's episode, you would not have seen that Bellingham wanted to not leave Real Madrid, but Real Madrid listed him between 59 and 71 million instead of 180. And we decided to bring him in for 450k a week to come in next season. Secondly, as well, if you did not watch the last episode, we got through into the Champions League. So this episode is going to be the quarterfinal of the Champions League yet again as we hunt down big old ears one last time, hopefully in this save. After making the last 2 finals the last 2 years, hopefully this is the year that we finally do it. If it's not, Jude Bellingham's going to be part of a world-class midfield with Manuel Ugarte, and I really do think we will do it next year. So with that being said, without further ado, give it a like for consigning Bellingham. Give it a like for consigning this $196 million, using this $196 million I'm getting from the silver deal properly. And without further ado, let's get into the episode. Since the last episode, it's only been a few days, so we have not played a game since the 2-1 win and the draw to United. And the 5-1 win there as well. I just wanted to bring up the fact that I didn't realise, but Velez is already on 35 goals in the league this season. There's a world where he scores more than 40 goals this year. It will be nuts. We also have the Cabaret Cup final as well. We're still waiting on the draw for the Champions League. So today's episode is going to be the highlights of the Cabaret Cup final because we've already won the competition. I expect to beat West Ham pretty comfortably, to be fair. I also have the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. Look, considering we got Everton, we should be in the semi. Liverpool have already been knocked out, so yet again, I'm probably favourite for that competition looking at the teams. Only Arsenal's a real team to be worried about. It should be easy passage to the final. Yet again, if that happens, end the season, we'll give you the FA Cup final. And with that too, obviously, we'll see the draw, let you know who the drawer is, and then we'll obviously have the game in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. So if you're excited for all of this, give it a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, of course, as we're approaching 400 followers on the channel, which is insane for a man that plays Football Manager to his Discord community, basically. And with that being said, I will see you guys in a second for more, Leicester Reborn drama, maybe? I don't think there's much drama, to be fair. Who knows? Maybe we get a really, really tough tie and things will get quite dramatic in today's episode. Here we are, YouTube. Quarterfinal and semi-final draws of the Champions League. Since we last met, obviously, the Cabaret Cup final was played and won. We won 3-2. We also played Palace and won 3-2. Velez scoring a hat-trick there against Palace. And in the 3-2 win, he scored a brace off the bench. Started Preston in this one to give him some games. Also played Lavia and Thuram, which could be for the last time together in a big game. Because it looks like, especially with Bellingham coming in, Reyes, Ogbu, etc., that they all could be, maybe one or both of them could be on their way out, which is ludicrous to say because they are still world class. As you can see here, West Ham are lucky it was only 3, but you really should have scored more. Velez scoring 2, Skriniar scoring as well from an Elise ball in. And, well, let's go and just show you guys the goals quickly because it was a final. Velez winning a penalty that was there, not one of these soft ones. We had him get pushed over in the box. But the ball here from Lavia comes back in to Livramento, whips on his right peg, and he's 6'7". He doesn't miss them. And then to round it all off, right at the end, Elise whips one in from the set piece towards Skriniar, and there you go. Nice cross from Elise, nice ball back stick for Skriniar. He scores. I haven't tied Skriniar down to a new contract yet. The temptation is there. However, I really do think if we're looking at the centre-backs, right, Livramento, king, but doesn't play there. Tomori's still pretty good at 30. Linus, more as well. We could turn around and say that Skriniar is good enough to be here and still be here. He's also got very good high natural fitness, so he's still quite elite. He's just not the creme de la creme because he's losing pace. I think Skriniar's the sort of guy that if he wants to sign and be as a fringe player or a squad player, you take it and you play Linus week in, week out alongside Tomori. Or I really do think it's now going to be Linus and Josh Marsha. And if, Skriniar doesn't get too many bids here or anything, if Tomori gets some interest, we'd probably accept the 31 mil bid for Tomori. Saying that, though, you look at Tomori and be like, how do you drop a guy with those physicals, those mentals, and those technicals? You don't. So, yeah. It's a good problem to have if we decide to sell Skriniar. Now, let's get into this. View the draws. Bournemouth did end up knocking off Newcastle. Villarreal held on against Napoli. Those are the two we look at and go, yes. To be fair, if I get Arsenal or Juve, I will probably be through. I have a very good record in Italy in this save and in most saves, so we should beat Juve as long as we don't get pumped in Italy. Arsenal, Bournemouth, we obviously have proven that we're better than. I still wouldn't like Arsenal because at the Emirates anything can happen. I do think at home we would beat them. Most times or not. I think the easiest one here is Villarreal. Now, if we get Barca, Bayern, or Liverpool, we're in a little bit of trouble. If it's every year to win the Champions League, this is it. Because if Barca can play Bayern, Liverpool can play the likes of an Arsenal and get knocked out, it would make me favourite, I reckon. But yeah, let's go in. First out of the hat is us. That is really, really bad because we didn't want to be at home first. Look, we've got a plethora of teams that we could get. Can we? Oh, that's tough. We got Barcelona. Now, we did knock Barcelona out of the Champions League at some point. I think over the years they have beaten me. I know that too. Wow, that is massive. Okay. Bournemouth get Villarreal and what is the easy two teams playing each other, which means there is potential in the semi-final if we get on the right side of the draw to get Bournemouth and Villarreal in the semi to make the final. Okay. Let's go see the semi-final draw. Just please. Leicester and Barcelona. Villarreal and Bournemouth. Oh, no way! We get the hard side. Okay, so Barcelona, and then we get Liverpool, more than likely, I would imagine. On the other side, it's got to be, okay, so the way this is going to be played is, like last year, we're going to play the team we lost to in the final in the semi, and then lose to the team in the final that gives us the most trouble in the save. So, for what that means last year, the year before we lost to Bayern in the final, we played Bayern in the semi, knocked them out, and then lost to Liverpool in the final. And, you know, as it always goes in the semi, we always lose Liverpool in the final, so we'll beat them in the semi and then get Bayern in the final and probably lose again. Wow, that is... The potential was there to get Villarreal or Bournemouth in the quarter, and now we had potential to get Villarreal or Bournemouth in the final, and we don't. It does mean one of Villarreal or Bournemouth are going to be in the semi-final of the Champions League, which is crazy. Hopefully one of them makes the final, because if we can somehow get through Barca and then Liverpool, please Arsenal do us a favour, would be nice. Then, yeah, obviously, we would be praying for a Villarreal or Bournemouth special as well. So that's what's going to be this episode. It's Barcelona, Champions League. I will be live and that'll be streamed later tonight. I'll see you guys then in a second. We also had youth intake, and finally, for the first time, I have a 5-star regen coming out of the club. Not someone that's 3.5 or 4 star that grows into 5. Actually, someone that came out at 5 stars, named Sean Roder's first one in ages that I've had in a very long while in the youth intakes. YouTube, here we are, just champions of England for the third consecutive year in a row. We've already won it before the quarterfinal of the Champions League. Look, obviously, I'm very happy with this as well, to go back to back to back, going from strength to strength to strength. Tarum is on the park and holding the trophy aloft as well. A rotated side. Only 2-3 boys that didn't... start, or the boys that did start from the first team was Melier and Jorge Luis Velas, who scored yet again. But the rest of them, obviously a rotated side, because why wouldn't you, considering everything there as well. Well, there we are. We had a bit of a thing come through here. I don't know. Thought Shift Tab was how you got into the achievements. There we are. 3 consecutive top division league titles. There you go. That's what we got. Beautiful. I'm delighted for everyone involved. It's taken a lot of work. And after 32 games played, the earliest happy affiliate anniversary. Thanks, Croz. I didn't know I don't know if today was the day I got a happy affiliate anniversary. There you go. Apparently I was affiliate like 4 years ago today. With that being said, 86 points after 32 games played. As long as we don't drop off massive like we did last season, this should be the year we finish over 100 points in the league. Obviously, happy, over the moon. Barcelona in a few days' time. We have looked absolutely sensational. And if you look at the data hub just around this all off here, and we won the title, we're still under our XG, expected goals as XG, but it was as low of 13. We now got it down to -6. We've absolutely blitzed everybody in the league. Our expected XG of 89 goals is incredible. And well, I'll see you guys for Barcelona, as we are league champions already in England. Alright, so here we are. It is going to be Barcelona at home at the King Power. And here we go. So in terms of the team, we've fully rotated and we're at full strength here today for this one. Skriniar's picked up a little bit of an injury, unfortunately, but I've been toying with the idea that I think Linus is now ready to become the first choice centre-back, alongside whoever deemed to play at left centre-back. Tomori for now. Linus has just got good headering, good marking, really good mentals, great physicals for a young kid, 6'5", and is only going to get better. He's a German international. Yeah, I'm going to play him. So it's Meslier, Carter, Linus, Tomori, Livramento, Great, and Reyes, Elise, Smith Rowe, Asan, and Velez. Look, we obviously love this competition. Back-to-back finals. The last 2 years. We should be making the final again this year because of how good we are. I will say Barcelona are a really good team, right? And before we look at this team and before this gets started, if I lose this quarter final, I am going to go on and I'm probably going to complain that, how can we get worse and this, that, whatever. You just drew Barca and you got unlucky, and we signed Jude Bellingham. We need to stay positive that Jude will win us a Premier League and he's the missing, a Champions League and he's the missing piece. Now, they got to Stegen in net, who's a world-class keeper, but he's starting to lose a little bit of physical, so he won't be able to move. Arundra is very, very good, but he's at right back, which is a good thing for us. Eric Garcia is the one we need to target because I don't think he's the greatest. And in the air, Velez has got 7 inches on him. Michaelenko, obviously very good there. Suma Dembele is a Suma Dembele. Frankie de Jong's Frankie de Jong. Fabio Vieira is pretty good class. And Ansu Fati on the left is Ansu Fati, is world class. Vitina up front is a very good striker, but it's Hoyland, yeah, he's very good. On the bench, they've got Hector Fort, people know. Brennan Johnson from Nottingham Forest has come here. Out Nori, who is a very good left back as well. Mateus Cunha, we obviously sold him here, in this save here. Let's see how you've gone since we've sold you here. We sold him for 42 mil. Has averaged over a 7 each season and had a very good year last year in terms of 14 goals to assist. So yeah, he's actually had a very good time, has the Mr. Elite attacking midfielder. I'm still happy we sold him, but he's obviously played very, very well. So look, with that being said, Barca are a good side. No Skriniar as well, could hurt. Only thing I will say is that as long as we win this game here against Barca, we take a lead back to Spain, I'll back us in. If we draw or lose today, we are out of the Champions League because Spanish sides in Spain are generally very good. All right, Reyes on the ball, who I think is better than Thuram and Lavia now, finds Livramento. He finds Smith Rowe. A great ball out to Carter, early doors here. Carter now puts a ball in there. Smith Rowe straight into Stegen, unfortunately. Get a bit of a stress drink out the way. Not the greatest start. Barca knocking the ball around really well. We need to get that possession back. But 24 minutes in, it's 0-0. Very tight, very tense, very tough. Yet again, as I said, I feel like we have to win today if we're going to win this leg or this tie. 7 shots, 1 plays 4 shots, 3 starting to get on the ball a bit more now. Actually, he's up to 0.97, but not really a highlight here, which is a little bit distressing. But half-time 0-0. We are going to thrash the arms and tell them everybody it was not good enough today so far. Not really a highlight. That's not particularly good. Michaelenko. Carter wins. Loses out. Wins again. Loses out. It's going to be a Barca highlight. Fabio Vieira into Frankie de Jong. Ball to Ansu Fati. We're 1-0 down, aren't we? Wow. 1-0 down at home to Barcelona. After making back-to-back finals, we face elimination in the quarter-final to Barca. Wowee. Corner to Elise. Whips one in there. Velez heads into the bar. This has not been good at all. 52 minutes played. Another goal for Barca. I definitely think we're going out because I don't think we're beating Barcelona in Spain by a few. Linus, Reyes. Good ball to Manuel Ugarte. Needs a runner. Needs a feet. Hassan's feet is pretty good. Great ball looking for Elise. Won't find him like that though. It was the right idea. Just didn't get it into the space. Eric Garcia to Stegen force long, which is a win for us. Plenty of time here for Carter. Goes and finds Smith Rowe a good ball. Great ball out to Hassan. Needs help in the box. Livramento of all people. Spoons it over the bar. Barca had one moment and they scored. We've had a few and we've not scored. We have better XG, more chances. 1.93 XG when we were 1-0 down. San's had a stinker. Yaya's coming in. Elise as well for Lynch. Manuel Ugre's going to come out here. I'm going to bring him out for Turam, but it's going to be Segundo Volante and a deeper line playmaker on support here for Reyes to kind of distribute the ball around. Also think Luke Thomas for Carter and Livramento to the other side. Same system. Can't risk going 4-4-2 when conceding a second on the break, going hell bent for 1. 2.01 XG, no goal. 2 XG, no goal. 2 XG, no goal. We have to find an equaliser today. If we don't find an equaliser, we're out of the Champions League, because I don't think we will beat Barca at the Nou Camp. We have dominated, but I don't think we will do it. Demand a little bit more from the boys. 18 shots, 2.15 XG. It's not going to be the day. Oh, it's going to be 2-0. This is dirty Football Manager, man. Back-to-back finals. In the first final, you fucked me out of it, and you're going to make me lose 2-0 to Barcelona now. Jesus. Wow. Wow. We now have to go 4-4-2 just to find one. Highlight from kickoff. We've been just this save. We can't win the Champions League. This 4-2-3-1 is so great at dominating the league. It's so great at dominating teams. And in big games, like the Champions League final, it falters. We could be 3-0 down here. We've given the ball away from kickoff. We have faltered. We have fallen away. Livramento wins. Velez. Ricardo Mace has got to make a run here and run channels. Poor ball from Yaya. Can we squeeze and win? We don't. Mistake. Lynch. Needs an option. Looks for Yaya. Oh my god. Yeah, give it to the guy that's offside by 50 feet. He's off by about 1 million feet. We're going to lose 2-0 in a game that we've absolutely dominated in. Why play it to him? Oh, 92nd minute. Can we find one? Velez is the target at 6'7", so he should be. Misses the header, but it falls to Lynch. Turam. Ricardo Mace. Yaya. Looks for Velez. Doesn't find him. Cleared. Well done by Tamori. Yaya again. Reyes. Need to find an overlapping fullback. Instead they look long to Lynch. Reyes ain't going to win that. And goes straight back to Barca. That's just such a poor ball. To Stegen clears. Can we win that one now? Linus does. Turam. Need to find the right ball. Looks for Lynch. What? He's clearly outside the box, and if he plays advantage, Lynch gets there and cuts it. It's a great ball to Lynch, who gets past his man, and there we go. Why? What is this, Football Manager? Just clean gameplay. He's outside the box by a mile, right? But he gets on with it. He just got to get there still. If he doesn't blow his whistle, he gets there, he takes a touch, he whips it back to Mason. It's 2-1. Oh my word, you dumb fucking game. Yaya backstick, looks for Lynch. Game over. We're going to lose 2-0 at home. Wow. Could have been 3-0 there, but we better finish. Looking at the stats, 19 shots, 3 on target, a 2.2 XG. They had a couple more shots only because of the late stage of me going 4-4-2. How we do not score at least one goal with 2.2 XG is ridiculous. And here we sit. Well, a team that's made the final back-to-back the last 2 years is about to go out in the quarter-final of the Champions League. And I know I mentioned that I shouldn't rant and that we drew Barcelona. It's a little bit unlucky or, whatever. I'm sorry, but no. If you're making back-to-back fucking finals, right, you should never not make the final again with the same squad. Ever. Don't care who the team is. Backs against the wall. Going to Spain, 2-0 down. I highly doubt it. You never know. I'll see you guys in a sec. Here we go, Football Manager and FM and everybody here. We lose 2-0 at home in the quarterfinal of a Champions League after we made 2 finals in a row. And now our best striker gets injured for 2 to 3 weeks because he gets injured turning sharply in training. To be fair to this, to Mr. Jorge Luis Bez, he barely gets injured at all. There's a lot of slight to moderate injuries. There's not much. And now he's out. So, yeah, look, we're 2-0 down to Barcelona. And now the game's gone and taken away my best striker. It's as clear as anything. Football Manager couldn't handle me making the final and playing Bayern in the first final, so they gave him 4 fucking goals that the match ended, all 4 fucked. Couldn't handle me making back-to-back Champions League finals so we could cop a deflected goal in the 118th minute in the last final last year, and then goes and looks at it and goes, well, shit, they probably should have scored and FM me out of fucking scoring at home after having 2.2 XG and 19 shots. Or 13, whatever it is, a 2.2 XG. How we don't score. We fucking been scoring goals for fun in the league. So let's go take out the striker that's fucking ahead on the Champions League fucking table for goals. Let's take that out of the team. We're gone. This is all over. Who plays? I'm going to put a sign up front and I'm going to put Ricardo Yaya there. And we don't have enough for a full bench. Skriniar. Not ready for a fitness test. It's going to be Linus again because Marsh is injured too. Melier, Carter, Linus, Tamori, Livramento, you great. It's not going to be Revers. I'm going to put to Rum, Elise, Smith Rowe, Yaya, and Hassan. Alright, well, we're basically out. Barring a miracle, we don't even have our best striker. Here we go. Chance to exact revenge. Barca lining up in the 4-4-2. Aranjo's not fit and Garcia's not fit. Same back 4. Pedri's coming to the middle. Vieira's moved out wide, which means they've dropped. Who have they dropped there? They dropped Vitinho and moved Mateus Cunha in, so there's a second move. They've also dropped the midfielder, Robert Fabregas. I wonder if it's Fabregas' son. No. Could have been. But yeah. Well, here we go. We expect to get done here. We're 2-0 down. We lost 2-0 at home. I don't see how we win in Spain. If we were, it was going to be a Velez special. Now I just see that this is over. We need the first goal, is what we need. Free kick. Barcelona scored from a free kick, but we're too far out here with Elise for this to begin. So here we go. Puts it over the bar. We need at least 1-0 up at half-time, you feel. We need to keep a clean sheet, and we need to be 1-0 up at half-time. Or else then, I don't know what we do. I don't know how we win this Champions League. I reckon that the 4-2-3-1, this system is the best system ever used on FM. For whatever reason, because of how aggressive it is, it loses big games. I reckon in the big game, we're just going to start. If I ever make a Champions League final, I'm going to start 4-3-3 and just time waste and try and play for a 1-0. Anyway, Yaya, Livramento. Ball in towards Smith Rowe. Doesn't win it. Well, it was deflected towards Smith Rowe. Anyway, Carter wins. Elise. Hassan looked offside and then gives it away anyway. Falls back to Carter. Carter now. Ball in. Only as far as Eric Garcia. Yet again, we get the ball in a good area and give it away to Barca, who'll hit us on the break. Hodgland out wide. A goal for Barca kills us. Mercifully wide. 3 bookings already inside 25 minutes. We needed a goal by now. And we're no goal. Aranjo. Ball out wide to Ansu Fati. Good from a... Oh, wow. Defensive mistake. Fucking dumb game. Yeah, world-class defensive midfielder. Sure, he's going to win a tackle and then stop. I have to go like that, I feel. 4-4-2 now, just got to go for it. Skriniar's going to come on for Linus. So 2 bad games. Just love it. Oh yeah, world-class defensive midfielder. Wins a tackle. Of course they're going to just stop in the box. At least they shoots. I don't know why you just shoot always from 40 yards. We give the ball back to Barcelona every time. Clean gameplay, man. We've been fucked all fucking episode. This might be me done in this save. This might be the save over. I can't handle losing 2 Champions League finals and not making a 3rd Champions League final. When you start making Champions League finals, you should make the Champions League final every year, no? This is regression. No one else that can play up front, really. Just out of options. Out of options and out of time. Out of options, out of time. We need 3 goals to force extra time. And we haven't scored one this whole... We've got the best attack in Europe and we haven't scored one. By the numbers, that is, by the way. I would say Liverpool would have something still to say about that. And scored one this whole time. Yet again, just every time we look for a ball, we get it cut out. At least they has to score to give us hope. Oh, you never know. You never know. You just never know. 1-1, our first goal comes from a defensive mistake. Oh, it's a good counter press, to be fair. It's not like their play just stopped. Need to win it. We don't. Wow. Yeah, so Barcelona's first goal on the break, whatever, yeah. They score a free kick and Barcelona score a flick-on header from a long throw. When has Barcelona ever put a long throw into a box? 1927? Realism? That's a great save from ter Stegen. Good run from Alex Scott. Great save from ter Stegen. The save, oh man. I don't know. I feel like if we don't win the Champions League now next year with Jude Bellingham in, I think I've done all I can in this save. And I really do think as good as this 4-2-3-1 is, we will never win the Champions League with it because it's just not defensively solid enough. We should have, but we haven't. That's why I lost 3 Champions League finals in Glory Hunter because this system is just not defensively solid enough. Well, we're out of the Champions League. What a flop of a year. What a disappointing year. We're going to dominate England again for the 3rd consecutive year in a row. And what a flop of a year. This is ridiculous. We've been absolutely fisted by Barcelona over 2 legs. They've been the better side. They have lined up in a 4-4-2 and have played Brexit, long throw, long ball fucking football. And we've been done. There you go. We may never make another Champions League final again in this save. Well, there you are. I have to do some reevaluation about what we can do with this save because I wanted this save to be over by now, so then I could just enjoy playing it off stream, off YouTube content and off stream, and and then focus on poker because I've got a poker trip next week, and then be streaming a lot more poker online. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. So, look, I've got a week to win a Champions League to get through one more season and win a Champions League, or else we're never winning a Champions League in this save. And with this team, it just ain't good enough. I would love to show you the coefficients, but I can never fucking find anywhere to find the fucking coefficient ever. Well, I try to find the rankings, but never can. That looks about right. Well, I always think Bayern are top, and then it's Madrid, then it's Liverpool, then it was us. But look, yeah, we're still one of the better teams in the world. Yet again, though, how often do you see it that you play against a team that's better than you in the coefficient and FM just goes to the match and goes, here, get fisted, everything falls to them. There you go. It is what it is. Injuries have killed us. It's just a fucking annoying one, that one. Because over the 2 legs, we should have won at home. We should have at least scored at home. And we've lost 2-1 away from home there to Barca. And just the whole of it has just been stupid. Their first goal in the away leg, Manny Uruguay stops. They get a free kick, which they score. Just, yeah. They score with 0.6 XG in the first leg. The game knows that Vélez is our best player, so we're just going to take him with an injury. Anyhow, guys, I'll see you guys next time, or whenever next time is. If I make the FA Cup final, then that will be it. I'll do it as an episode just to say, yeah, but yeah, that's it. What an episode. That is disappointing. Will I ever win the Champions League with Leicester? I honestly started to think no, because I made 2 finals the last 2 years, and now we're out in the quarterfinal to Barcelona, who I think on paper, we're better than them. We've got a better right back, a better left back, 2 better centre backs. Better keeper, especially at his age. Better 4. Just, yeah. And then they're winning the Champions League. They're not even going to come close. They're going to get knocked out by Liverpool, be a Bayern Liverpool final. Will we ever win it? I need to stay positive. Positive is Bellingham's coming in. But if I don't win it with Bellingham, I'm never winning it. And that's the thing.